I was 12 years old, and it was 1967. I was a fairly big kid. I just didn't know how to fight, so I got picked on a lot in school. My father really didn't know about it for a while, and then he did find out about it, and he asked me why. I said, well, I don't know how to fight. I didn't want to, you know what I mean? So that's when he enrolled me in a karate school. I had to go to the principal's office more than once. They wanted to know what was going on at home, because I'd come in with a black eye and a busted lip, bruises all over my body. What, your father beating you up? No, I do karate. Okay, switch sides. I was the youngest kid in the school.
We take the punching hand that's coming at you and we redirect it.
It was here in Warwick. It was called Kempo Karate, and it was being run by, at the time, Nick Sirio and George Pizzari. Nick Sirio, George Pizzari, my father were my biggest influences. Ed Parker, he was another big influence on me. Ed Parker gave Nick Sirio his 9th degree black belt.
Executed reverse punch, performed with proper form, can break not just one, but the equivalent of 3 human ribs. Peace!
I made my 5th degree black belt from Ed Parker, my 6th degree from Nick Sirio, and my 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th degree from George Pizzari. My 1st through 4th degree black belts was done from Nick Sirio.
Still in position. This is continuous motion. Finally, we execute a strike.
All these guys were so close to me, and there was such an influence in my life. My brother helped me a lot when I was coming up also, I got to hand it to him. We trained together a lot, we worked together a lot. What happened was me and my brother opened up a school together called Rod's Academy of Karate. We weren't seeing eye to eye, I won't say with each other. I didn't like the way he was training people compared to the way I wanted to train people. So at that time I decided to go out on my own and open up my own school, which I did. Still training under Professor Sirio and so forth, but at that time I broke away from him. And when he was going around telling people that, oh yeah, that's my school too, that's when I changed it to Don Rodrigues Karate Academy, so everybody knew whose school it was.
I started martial arts when I was 13. I was just went with a girlfriend. Her brother was training there, so I decided to do it with her, just like any other sport. You know, I've tried softball and basketball and gymnastics and figure skating and all those, so I just figured I'd give it a try and ended up falling in love with it.
Back then, if you had gone into my school and you said, who are your 10 best students, she would not have been one of them. Her determination to become the best is what really made it, which excited me because I said, you know what, I think I might have a champion here.
He really supported me as far as, you know, from way back in the beginning when, you know, I started doing the national circuit and helping with the expenses of all these trips and competing, and he could see different things that I excelled in. You know, he's always been very supportive as far as helping me, coaching me, and pushing me to be the best that I can be.
So hold off, maybe get one more, there we go!
If I was number 5, I wanted to be 4, I wanted to be 3, you know, I just wanted to become number 1 in New England and be, you know, number 1 in forms, fighting, and weapons. So a lot of people only concentrated on one area, but I wanted to do it in all 3.
3-time world champ.
She's the First Lady of Forms, Fighting, and Weapons. Christine Bannon-Rodrigues of Warwick is to karate what Steffi Graf is to tennis.
I think right now it's just a matter of staying on top.
She got on top by winning just about every major karate tournament in the world over the past 8 years. Media exposure, mostly from magazines, has helped her to become an international star.
When she goes to Italy, or when she went to Russia that time, I mean, they flock all over her like if she's a big-time movie star.
Just what he's done in tournaments alone has affected literally millions of people. I don't even think he knows the vastness of the people he's reached inadvertently. He doesn't know.
You know, it was kind of a rule of the house to pretty much, you know, you were in karate, you're going to karate after school at least 2 days a week, and, you know, competition class on the weekends.
I kind of believe it's in the blood, you know, like every one of us at some point in our family all did it and all enjoyed certain aspects of it.
Martial arts, I felt, was a mandatory thing. You need to at least earn your black belt so you can protect yourself, you have good confidence in yourself, and those life skills that are very important that the martial arts teaches. When I got into teaching, that's where I found how rewarding it was, you know, to see someone, you know, achieve something that they had been really trying hard for, not something that I had even thought about, you know, that I was going to get those feelings from teaching.
I think it was me and 2 or 3 other people that got a gold medal, and one of those people was one of my students, and I saw her go all the way to being one of those people who win the world title, and that right there was like one of the biggest impacts of my career in the martial arts, because I realized, you know, even as young as I was, that I can teach other people how to do it.
I've always kind of wanted to run a school.
See how quick that move is.
2 things that I always had a rule of as a martial artist, especially fighting, was never turn your back and never leave the ground. I don't jump in the air and I don't spin. That's what made me a good basic fighter. My first thoughts was that my polar opposite of a martial artist is my brother. That's exactly what he does, is jump and spin. And I think the combo of us together is a good 1-2 punch. My father created this kind of legend status with martial arts at this point. There's not many 10th degree black belts. He's also one of the few 10th degrees that has been promoted by 3 other 10th degree black belts. Like, you don't hear stuff like that. He has a vast knowledge of Kempo and martial arts.
All the people that I met, I loved them very much. And I can tell you that I know they all love me back. We had a special relationship, you know. And I can only continue my legacy through the people that I've taught and the people that I've given it to. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't look. And I feel that with my students. I love my students that I have. I love the people I have. I love the people that are in the martial arts. And I feel the love back. How much richer can you get?